If you're shopping for new construction near State College, but you're wondering what $560,000 actually buys you once you step outside of the town limits, you need to see this home. We're touring the Blue Ridge model. It's the model home by Berks Homes here in Bellefonte. 4 bedrooms, 2,600 square feet, and a walkout basement with lots of upgrades because it was the model home. So let's head inside. So before we take a look inside, I want to point out again here real quick that if you look up through, this neighborhood is done, and that's why this model home is being sold. But if you look out yonder, you can see there's some equipment. This neighborhood has multiple phases yet to come. I'm not sure if they're going to be called the same Logan Greene or if there's going to be other names to them, but it's all going to be pretty much interconnected, and there's a lot yet to come. So there's lots that are probably now available for sale, and there'll be more to come. So in any event, let's take a look at this one. So again, this is the Blue Ridge model, and let's go take a look. All right, so when you come in, you got 3 options here right off the bat. You've got upstairs to the bedrooms. You got back to the hallway here. You can get to the family room, and then the kitchen's off to the left there. And then off to the right here, you have a little flex space. So this could be used as an office, could be used as a playroom, could be a den, could be whatever you want to make it. But pretty cool. It's got French doors to it. Got this nice big bank of windows right there. And you got another 2 windows over here. So a lot of great lighting. They've got these closed, and I guess I could have opened those before I came in, but it's a nice sized room. And if you want the information, please reach out. I'll send you the data sheet, and that should have all of the room dimensions in it. So, and of course we can get you the floor plan as well. But we're gonna go back to the common area now. Before we do, take a quick stop here, show you that there's a little half bath here. Yep, just a little half bath. And then we come back to the family room on the right. And you got the kitchen with the auxiliary bump out on the back. So I think that's like one of the options for the Blue Ridge. So that bump out doesn't come standard with this model. It's an extra, but it's pretty nice. And in this case, this property backs to the drainage area, and you do have a little bit of a yard here. We'll go take a look at that after we're done inside. Since it was raining today, we'll do that second. But you also have this deck here off of this little bump out. We'll just come out. You got the composite deck. Looks like it's about 10 by 12 maybe. But because you got a green space behind you, it's kind of nice. A lot of these homes are fairly, I wouldn't say they're tiny lots, but they're not huge lots. We're not talking about half-acre lots or anything like that. So to have this as your backyard, you get a little extra space. All right, so let's look at our kitchen here. You got the quartz tops, you got a pretty big island. You've got a little extra seating area here. Come around. They've obviously got this nicely staged, but they've got 3 stools here. I think you could easily fit a 4th in there if you wanted to. You can kind of see these are well spaced, so I think you could get 4 in there. It'd be a little tight, maybe, but not so tight that it would be a problem, I don't think. Your family, right? So this has the white cabinets, again, all new appliances. So these are all GE. And you got them in black. Got a dishwasher. Got a single bowl sink, stainless, and a nice green backsplash. Almost makes the cabinets look a little green. Maybe they are. Got the GE fridge, and then a little kind of dry bar, if you will. I mean, you could use that for whatever, but you also got this pantry over here. So you got a pantry there, but if you wanted more storage, you got this space over here. So here's the garage. Okay, we're gonna do this in a couple parts. We're gonna take a look at the garage. It's a nice size garage, if I can find the lights. It's got the recessed lighting, and this has a mini split in it because they were using this as an office space. But that's kind of nice. You can have your car heated and cooled. So there's the benefit of having a model home right there. But it's not a bad sized garage. You got the single door for the 2-car garage, but you do have quite a bit of extra space on the side. So, but this is my favorite part. A lot of people like this, is you got this mudroom area, so you can hang your coats, you can put your shoes, you got a bench so you can sit down, you just put a nice comfy cushion there, and then you've got this extra closet space. So this could be another pantry if you're somebody who does a lot of canning or something. I don't know. You could do a lot with this space here. It's a really big extra space. You know, could be for some cleaning supplies and a pantry all in one. Who knows? But nice space. Something else I'd point out, it's just the sight lines in here. So I'm standing just off of, I'm in the mudroom, and I can see through to everywhere from here. So that's pretty cool. And I would say that's the, you know, that's throughout this whole space. That's a theme. We have great sight lines and these big windows looking out back. And again, because this is on the edge of the neighborhood, you can see you got that tree line over there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah. And then of course you got a nice bank of windows there as well. So really a lot of natural light. I don't even have this light on. I forgot to turn that one on, and I forgot to turn this one on, and it's still pretty nice and bright. Another thing I'd point out is over here, look, you got another set. You can put another 2 chairs there. So, you know, you got 3 people sitting over there. You got 2 here. You know, if you have a lot of people over, you could really, this is a great entertaining space. Everybody can all be in the same space. You can be having multiple conversations going on. Just really nicely done. All right. So we got the basement down there. We'll go there last. That'll be our last inside stop. We're going to go upstairs now. So again, got the half bath there. You got the flex room there. And then we come upstairs. Oh, hey. Before we head upstairs, if you're looking to purchase new construction or sell a home anywhere throughout Center County, make sure you like and subscribe. I produce these property tours and market updates so that you can evaluate neighborhoods and builder layouts before making a move. If you're planning a move in the next 3 to 6 months, text me at 814-383-3380 or go to my website and schedule a strategy call on my Calendly. The link is in the description below. Let's go on up and check out the second floor. And upstairs, we've got at the top of the stairs, a rec room area. So this is all just open. Got 2 nice windows here. And I think they have this nicely staged, set up for, you know, potential use for this space. So we're going to come back here and take a look. If you go back that hallway, that goes back to the bedrooms, the 3 bedrooms. And then this goes to your primary suite. So mom and dad can monitor what the kids are up to fairly easily. Got a little nook back here for your dresser and whatnot, armoire, whatever you got. Nice bank of windows here. You got 3 windows for more natural light. This model has got the tray ceiling, and I didn't point this out downstairs, but lighting is critical, and when it's well done, it's really a nice element to your home, and the lighting in this house is really nicely done. So you have a lot of options. You've got the center one, you've got the recessed lighting here, and you have a dimmer on the switch as well for the recessed lighting, so you can do all kinds of things with that. And then here is your bathroom. So you got a double bowl sink, nice big mirror with lights above you. You got a big walk-in closet in the back. Could do a lot with this. Call my buddy Dale at Tailored Closet, have him line this out for you. You got your tiled shower here. And then you got a linen closet here as well. And this one has tile floor. And these look like maple cabinets. Pretty classic. And you got that one window, so it's not overwhelming with windows. Get one treatment in there and you're good to go. But so that's your primary suite bathroom. And here's looking out into the master bed, or primary bedroom. Nice sized room. Again, if you want specs, let me know. I'll get those for you. Let's go back and take a look at the bedrooms. Before we do that, though, I'm gonna pop in here. This is where your laundry is. It's also where your access to the attic space is. You got a mantle up there. And this has the, that's a vinyl product there. So these colors that they have on the walls are fairly neutral, and they're not dark, which is nice because if you wanted to change the colors around, it's easy to put another color on top of these. But this is the bathroom that would source all of these upstairs, these other 3 bedrooms. So you got a tub here, so if you have a little one that needs to take baths, again, you got that vinyl product for the floor. It's hard to tell. You really have to look closely at that. It's tricked me before, but that is a rollout vinyl product, I'm pretty sure. It's nice. All right, so here's one of the bedrooms. Nice size. I don't know the dimensions off the top of my head. I'm gonna guess it's around 12 by 13, 12 by 12. One nice element here, you got a walk-in closet. Not a massive walk-in closet, but a walk-in closet. And it has its own recessed lighting in it. So that's nice. And then back this hallway, you have 2 more bedrooms. Take a look at this one. This one's a little bit smaller than the one we just looked at. I don't want to guess too much here. 10 by 11? I don't know. Again, reach out and I'll try to get you the full specs. But this also has a walk-in closet, pretty much the same size as the other one. And it's got one window, just like the other one. And then another bedroom here, which is about the same size as the one we just saw, maybe a little bit different. This one has 2 windows in its bank. And it has the more traditional slider closet. So that's the upstairs. All right, I'm standing in the family room. I love this layout. I really do. I think this is pretty cool. You got great sight lines. You can just see everywhere in here. Just if you like entertaining, this is kind of a cool space. Anyhow, so we're gonna go down to the basement. Okay, so you've got the 9-foot concrete foundation walls that are wrapped here. this is a big open space, and it's a walkout. So you can walk out to that backyard there. Yeah, really nice. So this could be finished to add extra finished square footage, and also it is roughed in with a 3-piece bath rough in here, so you could do another full bath here down the line. Take a look at the utilities here. So you got a Linux system. Not sure if that is a heat pump or a furnace. Oh, it's a furnace. Okay, so it does heating and cooling. So you got an AC unit, you got a furnace, you've got a electric water heater. And it looks like there's gas. This is a gas furnace, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. There's your gas line right there. And I'm surprised that this isn't a gas water heater. I'll have to look at the specs. I may have that wrong. Maybe it is. I'm just not familiar with that connection there, but there's your electric panel. And you've got a sump pit right there. And it looks like you got your radon running out of it as well. And there's your sump line right next to it. Nicely labeled. So, but another nice feature down here I'll point out while we're standing right here. So here's the rough-ins. You could have a full bath there. You could finish that area over there for a nice kind of downstairs rec area. And then over here, because you've got an egress window, I mean, now you can jump right out that. I mean, technically, it's, in my opinion, it's misnamed as egress because it's really about ingress. The firefighters being able to get in is the point. And as a result, you could make this into a bedroom, thus improving the overall value of your property. So pretty cool. Really nice basement. And again, these are 9-foot ceilings, so you've got lots of room to work with. All right, so let's go outside. All right, we're gonna go outside. You got your yard already in place because this is the model home. It's got nice landscaping already, ready to go. Got to kind of step back, take a look again at the outside. Got a nice flagpole again. You don't get that with everything, but because this was the model, you know, they've got it all set up. Maybe they'll even give you the flag. But something to point out here. See how this tree's on the corner? It's nicely out and away from the house. That's what you want to see. You don't want to have trees and bushes right up against the house. Maybe, I'm not sure how big those will get. Maybe they're dwarf species, but having the tree back off like that is a good thing. So, got your vinyl siding. You can see that's a bump out there for that window, so that's probably an extra package. Again, this is a bump out here. That's an extra package. So your regular Blue Ridge does not have these bump outs, so that's a nice element. It gives you that extra space for that bedroom downstairs, for that little flex space upstairs. And you've got the deck there, which I assume you could improve that deck and put a little stairway off of it, and then maybe you have a patio down here. This is nice and level until you get to about here, and then it goes down. But you can see on this fence, just come down and take a look at this so you can see they do have grading on this. So probably as a safety feature. But in any event, that's your backyard. You can see this part of it is nice and level. One of the other nice parts about buying the model home, I would say, is that not only is it all kind of ready to go, and you get some of these extra, showy features that they want to, be able to show off with the model home. But you get this extra mini split. I actually kind of had a brain fart there. I don't remember where I was going with that, but I do think there's some benefits here with this being the model home. It's ready to go. Has some updates and things that you wouldn't get with the normal blue stem. Just want to give you a sense for where we are. I'm standing on East Rolling Ridge Drive. If you go up this way, you end up at Sheets on the Benner Pike right outside of Bellefonte, basically at the top of the hill. You turn right, you go down into Bellefonte, you turn left, you go out to I-99. And then if you follow it down this way, right down there is the entrance to Logan Greene. So we're gonna drive into the neighborhood just to give you a overall sense for what the neighborhood looks like. So coming up on the left here is Logan Greene. You can keep going around. This is kind of an industrial park area. It's a very nice industrial park. One thing I'll point out, the road is not completely paved yet. You can see, if you look at the curbs, you can see that they have some room to come up. So eventually this will get fully paved. But because the neighborhood is still new, it's growing. There's going to be quite a few more phases left to this project. I won't really get into that, but if you want more information, you can feel free to reach out. So, all right. So coming up here on the left is the house that we are going to be looking at. It is 374 Old Ivy Drive. This is the model home for this neighborhood. Let this guy go by us and then we'll pull into the driveway. So there you go, we got a 2-car garage. I want to show you the rest of the neighborhood here. So we're gonna back out. Again, there. This is the house. This is the corner of Isabel Circle and Old Ivy Drive. If you go straight out, and we'll just do a quick loop around. I may not put this whole thing in, but anyhow, just coming back in. And this is the end of the day here. So you got a lot of people out and about. And you see that? Friendly people, they waving at me, and I got a camera in my hand and they waved at me. That's how nice this neighborhood is. So you don't want to miss this one. But if you see here at the end of the road, this is where the continuation of the neighborhood is going to be. So this part is done, and they are now building out through here. So there are, I'm not sure if the lots are actually available. If they're not, they will be soon. I kind of think that they're already selling some lots off in here. I was looking at those with some clients a little while ago, and I remember them saying around now. But if you look over here, you've got some condos going in out that way. Those are all new construction. And then you've got the rest of Logan Greene there, kind of to the left. Left turn down there. But we'll take a quick, probably not supposed to do this. Might get yelled at. But hey, you ask for forgiveness, isn't that what they say? But this is all eventually to be developed out through here, so that's what you have to look forward to. But we'll go take a quick spin back around. We'll do a little tour through the whole neighborhood here. That's what you came for, isn't it? I see the whole Logan Greene. Look at that view. It's a pretty nice view. One of the nice elements of this neighborhood, and this area in general, has so many places like this that have great views. Yeah. So we're not going to go through all of this, but like I said, if you keep going straight, that's the newest construction up through there. A lot of townhomes and whatnot. And then down through here, these are all the single family homes, part of Logan Greene. And I will admit, I am not necessarily completely well versed on exactly what they're calling all these little areas. So the townhomes may have their own designated name for that little neighborhood there. But if you'd like to know more, I'll look into it for you. In fact, I should have done that before I filmed this video, but you know, what are you gonna do at this point? So that's the neighborhood. We're back around, and that's actually the back side of the house right there. So that's the deck that we were on, and there is the drainage area. So that's the Blue Ridge model home at Logan Greene. The takeaway here is clear. Expanding your search just 12 minutes outside of State College proper unlocks brand new construction, modern flow, and a serious functional equity. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Center County, reach out to me. I'm Jared Ernica with eXp Realty. I'll see you on the next tour.